time to solve this.
All right. Break out. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere.
It was clean. I don't think anybody expected it.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
It was fired from
Above, huh?
Yeah. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack.
Explains why we never found a weapon at
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic.
Wait. The arrow was fired.
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya
Nope.
was.
Doesn't matter. Would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless Freya was already
I
lying.
think so too. She'd fallen.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
It was the music beat. Let's try that again.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something in the gram. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud. Neither of them had.
This seems a little far-fetched.
No, I don't think so. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape. I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular.
This is getting kind of. Since when do you know anything about
I don't. But do you remember that statue we found? The hornets playing. It's a pretty similar. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling. It's pretty clear. A powerful frequency did caused quite a bit of damage too. Those cracks didn't appear. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained
That's some serious enough to crack metal. Enough to knock.
Yeah. If the frequency was so powerful, and wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than
They protected themselves.
How?
These are some I think they'd be enough to block up.
Right. Let's go over. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait.
2. The murderer is hiding.
3. The golden beetle.
Hold on. How did it?
The beetle?
Yeah. What Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked. Freya lands on her back. She drops the.
5. The murderer fired.
6. The arrow is pulled back.
7. The murderer
8.
leaves.
The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something
What?
Let's go back to the crime scene.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
The plant. It's in the
What?
book. Look. I can see the stars. I can see the stars. I can see the stars.
It's dark.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather.
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else. We were a little too late.
So it was stolen and ended up in the incinerator.
Someone wanted to destroy it.
How? How was it stolen from up here?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when
Yeah, and then the murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question, how could they steal something from... The final clue. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still. It's an image of the crime scene. If only she'd finished it. And then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas. That's not it. 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 Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need. The yellow paint isn't actually... Nope. The yellow paint isn't actually paint because Flora's head of something sitting in the window. That's not right. The yellow paint isn't almost. Maybe just change one thing. The yellow paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the... Oh.
There she is, our little thief.
How long is it? Did it hear?
She did, but she's a very good listener. Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention? Lovely. Now, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
I just...
Is that right?
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya fellow she was possessed. The volition to create something. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope...
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her.
Exactly. How do we know...
You think you've already, only a few short hours, unearthed every single one of our secrets. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us.
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not. She pales in comparison. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them.
So why stay? Why not just...
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you tried.
I did. Many times I've walked away. You saw the family tree.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who...
A bunch of people who don't... My mother, for one. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question.
You wanted to know...
More than that. I wanted to have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else... Perhaps it could be mine.
So?
Nothing I could do, at first. The more questions I found it.
Found what?
The study. It's right
I'd
next.
hear voices, and the strangest thing, the wall paint would peel. I thought I was cursed. Eventually, I found my way in the same way you did.
So, you got into the study. That must have been a
It
really...
was then. Let's see how thorough. Tell me, do you know what a
Misted?
Mistids? Sure.
You're more-
Sorry,
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
wait. Mistids...
A little egregious, isn't it? The main difference being mistids are, or at least that was the original plan.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, something which answered my question.
That's not it.
That's not right.
The 5 missing family members standing, calling themselves the ambassadors of a misted mansion.
So, the house was renamed from...
Rightly so. When I looked inside the incinerator, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era. The study. The room. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. Maybe they'd share the family history that...
How did
It
you...
was tough. Books, maps, charts. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one.
And why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all... But they hadn't. They were, in fact... Most of them had left tracking, escaped. Some claimed to be research. All 5.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. But instead... there was only one person at... My dear Uncle Pointer had a fairly superficial charade. But I knew it wasn't just a false... Pointer had found something. Something...
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure.
In the post?
Who can say? But the thought that he would be in contact with decided.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing. He told me he'd lost I suggested, innocently, that perhaps he was very... I offered to call in a private detective. She arrived the next day.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages.
But didn't you have to pretend to...
Well, that was when Pointer was in such a desperate state. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to... Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So...
I would have done if I'd found... But he had made remarkably... barely scratching the surface.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately... But it's not the... 9... Did you ever question what exactly... Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake. Before the lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small... Fast forward 2 or 3 generations.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was... However, possessing a... It's not much.
So why did you stay?
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge.
What are you...
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
But it's not right. That's not right.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something for all her vitality. I think Freya was desperate. For quite some time, she'd been trying. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols.
Why did she care
That's
about...
exactly what I wanted. At first, I thought she has a fondness for them. But in fact, I think she wanted. The real reason Freya was unable to leave is that she could not get for now firmly in the realm of But I think Freya felt that exposing the not just to the rest of the would compromise, and perhaps, somehow, that was her plan anyway, before Freya could find her way into point.
She found her way into yours. Found your notes. Found. I'm willing to bet she put it all...
So she worked out what had happened to the specifically what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift. She'd be in a locked room. Several hours.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with...
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. She didn't deserve to be involved. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she wouldn't have to witness it.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something.
You mean it distracted them? While
It
you
helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract. I believe it made things marginally less painful. Worked on you too.
So why are you still here? Why not take...
Well, I'd really rather not leave.
Wait, it's still
inside the gramophone.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both...
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts.
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine.
Was it the beetle? I heard it through the ceiling in
The
my
exact same sound we
I
heard.
guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here?
It saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both... She had her crossbow on her. But who knows? She may have
Did
just...
you know she,
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to
Fitz
solve...
did not want to believe us. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she
She
do?
jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden. By the time I got out there...
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's
She
hat?
left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary. Poor little thing.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion.
So, Penny got
I'm
away.
afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. It proved to be an ineffective...
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had...
Poppy, what are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it... I think that's what she would have wanted.